Hey everyone, we're Tom and Bunny, and tonight we're going to talk about consent in the consensual, sexual, sex-positive, non-monogamous lifestyle. And I can't say all that without slaughtering it, so we're just going to say the swingers lifestyle.
Of course we are. But before we start, I want to thank the person, the anonymous person, who sent me tonight's dress.
Yes, we recently set up a Wish account on Amazon because people say they wanted to support our videos. And so we put a bunch of dresses that Bunny thought would look good on her, and somebody actually purchased this dress for her.
It's very hot.
Very, very hot. I like it. I like the side boob action.
But notice I touched, but Tom didn't.
Yeah, what?
You didn't touch because you haven't had my consent.
I didn't have consent. So tonight we're going to talk about consent.
Yes, we are.
So a couple years ago, we started seeing a very vocal consent platforms starting at Naughty and Nolans. And the National Coalition of Sexual Freedom, I believe, is who really got with Bob and really got that started. And this last year at Naughty and Nolans, everyone was wearing a shirt that said, "Did you get consent?" or "Consent matters," or "Ask before touching." I can't remember exactly, but it was all about consent.
Yes.
When we got in the lifestyle 23 years ago.
Wow, we're old.
We're old.
Saying.
When we got in the lifestyle 23 years ago, first thing we were told was, don't touch without asking.
Right, and if you do anything that will offend anybody or touch anybody in an inappropriate way, you would be asked to leave and you would not be welcome back. Correct.
If it required an apology, you were banned pretty much for life from the club we were at. I mean, we were distilled that, so we were scared to death.
Right.
Now, the whole consent thing is, you know, it's all verbal. Now, I think it really more derives from the BDSM lifestyle, the verbal consent.
That and the Me Too movement.
Well, the Me Too movement, but I think because in the BDSM lifestyle, it's really more of a verbal thing.
Right, very consensual in anything that you do.
Correct. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just guessing. Because you're going to be flogging people or torturing them or tying them up. So we got to get their permission. But a lot of people ask, well, what about when someone's playing on a mattress next to you and they're actually mid-stroke and they're going at it? Do I stop them and say, do you mind if I touch you?
Yes, you do.
You do?
Yes, you do.
All right, so you got the answer.
You don't just reach out and touch somebody that you don't know. You don't reach out and touch somebody that you haven't had any conversation with. Or even if you had a conversation with them, you don't just reach out and touch them without asking their permission first.
Right. Now, we'll talk about different scenarios of consent. So one of the things that we've experienced in the past is most common misconceptions, and it gives the single male a bad name, is they're gropey, grabby, touchy, fondly feeling, and they don't ask permission. Well, that's true. A lot of them don't have manners.
Right.
They're like a kid in a candy store. They walk in and their head just starts going berserk. But women are sometimes more guilty.
Yes. Women, a lot of women sometimes feel that they can just do whatever they want to do.
Because they own the vagina.
But that is not true.
Just because you have a vagina doesn't mean I want you all over me.
No, no.
Or her.
Or her. No, or her. But no, definitely, it doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is. You still do not touch or kiss or grope or anything without asking somebody's consent first.
Give you an example. Most couples that are entering in the lifestyle believe, and they truly believe, that all women are bi and all men are straight.
Yeah, that's farthest from the truth.
All women are bi and any guy that's bi is actually gay. That's the belief.
Yeah,
that is the belief in the lifestyle.
So far from
it's far from the truth. But I'm giving you some examples here, so don't cut my head off.
But you know what? When we did run the club, there was a woman that we had to have us talk to because she was grabbing all these women, and she said, "Well, all women are bi and they all want to be touched." No, we don't. Especially from a stranger.
Right. Now, it even goes as far as you could be the hottest girl or guy on the planet. It still doesn't give you permission because while in your mind you look in a mirror and you're gorgeous, you go to touch someone, you feel that you're gracing them with your good looks. you might not be their flavor of the day.
No.
And it doesn't matter how great looking, how physically fit, or anything that evolves. Consent is pretty much the universal language of the lifestyle.
Absolutely. And you know, just because you see Tom and I over here touching another couple, or you know, that doesn't give you.
There's a couple here.
They're back here.
Oh, we have them in the bedroom.
Yeah, they're hiding.
I got them tied up.
Right.
They tried running.
Damn it.
Screw the consent.
Oh man.
I'm keeping them.
Man, we live in Alabama, and those people from Louisiana keep trying to get away from us.
Or Mississippi. You know who you are.
But just because you see
people touching
doesn't mean that you have the right to do the same thing.
Right. If you see a couple that walks into a club, next thing you know they're fondling another couple, they probably know each other.
Yes.
Or they didn't get consent, and the other couple's appalled that they touched them and don't know how to react.
They don't know how to handle the situation.
They don't know how to handle. So oftentimes we'll see these couples go to security or the host couples or managers, or even message us and say, all I could do is sit there and smile because I didn't know how to react. I felt violated. And they were violated because obviously they were in a position that they did not want to be in. And by that male-female couple touching them could have affected their lifestyle, and they could not come back to a club or an event.
And it's super.
And that sucks.
It does suck. But for those people that are shy or that are put in that position, it's just easy. Say, hey, you know what? Please don't touch me.
Right.
I'm not interested, and especially now I'm not interested because you crossed the line.
Now, one of the clubs that we go to, Eden, DFW, and in Oklahoma City, they are one of the hugest clubs on consent. We've been to a lot of clubs. They plaster consent on all their TVs, and they have about 8 different images. And I'm going to show them right here, right now. I'm going to do each one in order. But what we like about the Eden Club is they make sure you know that drunk consent is no consent.
That's correct.
Silent consent
is no
consent. The only consent is verbal. And just because, like Bunny said, if you see other people doing things, does not give you permission to do the same thing.
You know, I'm going to throw us in there again too. If you see us in the back playing with another couple and we're going all out, that doesn't mean that when we play with somebody else that we're going to go that extra step. So you need to make sure that that's where that communication comes in the consent.
So now here's what we do. When we meet up with the couple, we try to knock out all the consent in the preliminaries.
Yes.
So when we're having a drink, talking to them, dancing, listening to music, whatever, playing pool, we talk about a lot of what ifs. So that way they know what we're into and we can learn what they're into. So if they say they're not into kissing, we don't even try. We don't even ask for consent. We already know that consent was not given during our conversation. But once we get to a point, some people will say, everything that was listed as do not do, everything else is available. I don't know about that. I think if you did not discuss it,
then
you need to ask permission.
Yes. Yes.
In other words, don't stick a finger in. You might not get the reaction you were looking for.
Oh, here? You want to hear?
Right? But we try to get all the consents out of the way, so that way we are playing. Nothing's a cock blocker or a mood killer or... Yeah,
because we've heard people say they asked everything that they were going to do. Is it okay if I do this?
Can I touch your shoulder?
Can I do this?
Can I touch your butt? Can I stroke your hair?
And it has happened to me in the past, and it was a major turn off.
It's annoying.
Yes.
I understand the whole consent thing, but there is such a thing as not understanding it. Once you're in the play area, if you didn't get consent and if you're having a great time, chances are you're going to hook up with that couple again if you're in the area. So don't try or break the mood unless you really thinking they're going to be into something different.
Right, don't push your limits without asking first.
Correct.
like prime example, do not try anal on somebody without asking first.
That would be clue number 1.
Yes. Or like Tom says, same difference.
She actually said the word. But no, we try to be as open, transparent, and honest with people as possible. There are things that you may do with one couple that you would have no intentions of doing with another couple. Example, if you are going to do anal, you might do anal with that couple because he's a little on the smaller side, but this guy with the ginormous Johnson, you may not want that somewhere. Right. So you might want to tell the guy with the ginormous Johnson that consent is not given. Well,
that, and two, you may be soft swap with only one couple because you haven't reached that comfort level.
Right, or that attraction.
So you never know how people play. You never, they play differently in each scenario.
So you got different consents for different people. Now, with that said, you play with the couple and you got consent and you go the whole 9 yards, you have a great time. A month later, you're at a club, they're at the club, and all of a sudden you're going to hook up again. Don't assume you have the equal and same consent you had the first time, because couples go home. We always advise couples, go home, talk about the experience, talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and evolve around respect for each other. So if we go home and we talk about something, while Bunny may have had a great time in a certain aspect of the play, I may have felt a little uncomfortable or uneasy. So therefore, she can either make me feel comfortable, or she can respect me and just eliminate that as part of the play.
Exactly.
Even though she had a great time, I will cock block her.
And that's perfect. And I mean, even if you played with that couple last week, does not mean you have the right to come up and go, hey, how are you doing tonight?
Did you just pinch my nipple?
He did, because I like doing that.
They can cut diamonds like diamonds cut glass.
So yeah, you know what? We're all friends. We're all in this. A lot of us are in this for the same thing. Right. We're all on different levels, and a lot of people in this that go to the swing clubs are not even swingers.
A lot of them aren't. A lot of them just like to be in the social environment. So you don't even want to cross the line and make yourself look crazy and the creeper.
Stupid.
Douche.
Douche.
My word is douche.
And it's been coming out today.
But if we haven't touched on any thoughts or suggestions on consent, please send us a message on our website, TomandBunny.com, and give us some other scenarios, because we do follow-up videos, because we aren't the know-all of the lifestyle. No, I don't think anyone is.
And you know what? Back in the day, you know, too, it was harmless if somebody walked by you and you pat them on the butt.
Now you gotta say good game.
You can't just reach out and pat somebody on the butt, and I'll have to say that I'm a bad person for that.
She is, because she talks with her hands.
I do. And I'm always like touching people and stuff like this.
You know, another thing that we saw is if you are getting consent, you can always re-verify consent. So if you're doing something, make sure you're attentive to the person you're playing with. And if they don't look comfortable or they look like they're rescinding their consent, ask them, hey, is this okay? Yeah. And if you're on that receiving end and it's not okay, tell them, you know, I thought it was going to be good, but I'm really not interested in it.
And you know what? Definitely, like Tom says, definitely rescind it. Stop what you're doing, because you're the one that has to take that home with you in your head, you and your partner. So it's much easier to stop it right now
than have a permanent bad experience. Yes. I mean, it's okay to have a little bad experience, because that's how you learn. But
it's all about having fun.
Right. Don't take a bad experience home with you and dwell on it, because some people let those bad experiences affect their whole entire lifestyle. And the whole point is to enjoy it, come back, meet other people, and have a great time.
And you know what? If you were uncomfortable and you think that somebody crossed the line, let that person know, hey, you know what? I wasn't really cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say don't blow it up, but just say, hey, you know what? I'm not cool with that. Let's continue on with something else. Or say, you know what? I really had a good time, but I really didn't care for this.
Right.
And that way you got a clean slate.
Yep. And there are some people who have come to us and said, hey, we're watching those two couples play, and person A or B, male or female, doesn't matter, doesn't look like they're really proactive playing. They actually look like they'd rather be out of there. You know, if you see somebody who looks like they're forced to be in a situation, go to the club bartender, host couple, security, manager, and just let them know. After that, be on your way, let the club handle it. Don't get involved yourself.
No, exactly.
The club will take care of it.
It could be that somebody is doing something that they're not comfortable with. It could be that somebody's a pillow princess.
Right.
Or a pillow prince.
Or a ticket.
Or a ticket.
And now, if you want to know what a ticket is, that's where a guy, typically a guy, but females have done it too, they don't want to go to a club alone, so they'll put an ad out for just an anonymous partner that they meet at the doors to the club, and they go in together as a couple. They don't actually play together. They're both looking for a different partner, but they're looking for a couple most of the time.
Yeah, and somebody is eventually going to take one for the team.
Me and Bunny do not agree with tickets.
No.
At all.
No.
If you're single, go as a single. If you're a couple, go as a couple. Don't pull some anonymous person in, because most of the couples are looking for committed people.
Right, and even if you are single, you're going to have better luck as a single person than you are with somebody that you're dragging along with you that you don't even know.
Right, because it only takes one no and the whole deal's off. So with that, right. Yeah, definitely, I got nothing more on consent right now.
No.
Definitely message us, leave comments. We want to know what your thoughts are about consent. Have you had any issues? Or positive comments. We prefer to hear positives.
Yes.
And definitely follow us on Twitter at TomandBunny. Follow us on Instagram at TomandBunny. Follow us on Facebook, TomandBunny. And go to our website, TomandBunny. So we branded it.
Next thing is we're going to trademark that.
But most importantly, support our videos. Go to TomandBunny.com. Look at the amazing dress that Bunny got today, and we're doing a video in it. Thank you. And definitely support our videos and pop off Bunny a dress. She'll absolutely adore you. Yes.
And if you want to come party with us, make sure you book a trip with us.
Yep, Tom's Trips, and definitely call us. Go to our website and feel free to call and ask any question you have.
There you go.
Have a great day.
Good night.